Hey everybody, it's Sheryl from Tutoring with Sheryl and the Tech Coach for Tutors at Tech Tutor Innovate. And I am stopping in to talk to you guys a little bit about my upcoming training, which is going to be February 6th, 7 p.m. Central. And we're talking all things Google websites. Now, it's really ironic that I have on my husband's CVA co-op shirt. So if you're watching the recording, you're like, what is she wearing? It's a Friday. I am not dressed up. This is my work day. This is like work at my desk day. And so I don't, worry too much about anything other than I go in for coffee and I see my coffee group. And then I come back home and I start working on things like this, telling people what I'm up to, what's new at Tutoring with Sheryl and the Tech Hub for Tutors. And so this right now actually impacts both, because if you are a tutor and you are stuck and you're like, oh man, I'm just so stuck. I just don't even know what to do. I want to have a website, but I can't afford, having a paid domain name, and I have no money. Google Sites is a great place to start to learn and to grow. So my upcoming training is all about that. And, I got to talk from the perspective of somebody who started out with a WordPress website. Talk about a learning curve. You need to know some coding there. You don't need to know any coding to run a Google site. They're easy to use. You can share them out. You can make them SEO friendly. You can put videos in them, and you can put forms in them and documents and slides. You can link to your YouTube page. You can, I think I maybe said that already. I'm trying to think of everything that you can do inside of it. I don't want to give it all away because I'm going to be sharing most of this at the live training, but this is just the top part of the website that I developed for the training. This site is actually live, but I have it set just to share it with people who I want to share it with, because my actual website, I use my TutorBird account. But if someday I decide not to use TutorBird anymore, I've got my website already started, and boom, I can hop right in. It's got its own domain name, and it's going to be out there. So as long as I'm kind of updating it and everything, it's going to start talking to my Google profile page, which is amazing. And that's the other thing, people. If you do not have your Google profile page out there, what are you waiting for? And I have a whole recording on how I lost my Google profile page and how I had to get it back, and how my sister, Sheryl Uehling, who is a realtor in Omaha, helped me out, to figure out what I did. And it was something really, really silly, kind of silly. But anyway, I want to also share a really cool feature, because I'm recording this in Google Meet. I want to share one of the features that I totally was looking at for like a whole week in my workspace account. I'm like, oh, cool. What is this little blue thing that came up? And I clicked on it, and, hopefully you can see this in the recording, but I clicked on it. And if you can't, I'll walk you through it. There's what I see in front of me is a little blue button. And when I click the little blue button, I get a menu, and it says stickers, pen, disappearing ink, text box, sticky note, lines and shapes, color, clear all, erase, let others, annotate, and stop annotating. And that's the funny part, is I was only looking at the top or looking at the color because I needed to use it quickly inside of meetings. And then how you go from one meeting to the next meeting, and then you're taking notes, about the meeting, and then you're hopping into the next meeting, and then you don't ever get back. But yesterday I had a really cool experience. And so I was with a student, and I was like, oh, I really want you to be able to write on this screen. Hey, wait a minute, there's this cool feature. And that's when I noticed to let others annotate. So I know so many tutors that use Zoom, and they pay, I don't know what you guys are currently paying for that. $150, $200 for like a professional account. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. But I pay $99 for the whole year to have a paid Google Workspace account. And it allows me to do cool things like this. So like if I'm sharing the screen and I want to share something, and I'm going to change this color to yellow, and I will use the disappearing ink. So up here in my header in this workspace account, I just have welcome, let's learn. And then, this is my family, my son, my youngest daughter, my oldest daughter, my son-in-law, my husband, and I'm behind there, but that's okay because you can see me down here in this little picture. It'll be really interesting to see if this shows up in the recording. I'm hoping that those of you that see the video can see it. But it's a great way to annotate. But if you don't want it to disappear, you can actually use the pen and you can write on there and it will not disappear. And then you just simply go and either erase it or push clear all. And some of the other features in here would be like you could do a text box and say, look here, and that would be on the screen. And again, hopefully you can see it. And another thing that you can do, excuse me, is you can put, there's a limited number of stickers, but you can put, like a sticker here, there, everywhere. And you can also do lines and shapes. So if I wanted to actually have an arrow, I could just, grab that arrow. And let's see what other shapes we've got here. I could do a circle. Oh, there I am. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as what you can do on the annotation. But let's be honest, that's probably all we actually really need. So let's take a quick look at this part of the Google Sites website, because in my training, I'm going to be talking about all kinds of things. Actually, I've got my notes right here. I might just look at them. I'm going to be talking to you about, these are the things, about how you can create a professional online presence for your tutoring business or your small business, how you can use Google Sites. This is so user-friendly. There's blocks and everything in here that you can just plop in, grab a picture that you have downloaded, type, you can change the font, all those really cool things. I'm going to help you understand that you can put images, payment links, and your calendar schedule in there, and that you can improve your website visibility with basic SEO, and you can explore options for custom domains. So then I take you through all this training about how to create the Google site, the basic structure of it, how to, in reminders to use clear and concise descriptions, finding high quality professional images if you don't have any. You can format your text, you can add payment links, you can put your calendar appointments in there. And then the cool part is if you want to like explore a different domain or whatever, there's at the very end when you're setting up, I kind of take you through those steps. Now, I don't actually go through that last step because I'm not the one who wanted to have like anything other than Tutoring with Sheryl. But if you want to, name it something else, you certainly can. And there are some additional steps. And then I also link my conversation about Google Business Profile, because guys, if you haven't set up a Google Business Profile, you need to do it. But this training on Google Sites is the one that I really wanted to talk to you about, because I think it's going to be really powerful for your business. I'm going to stop sharing that part of the screen. And of course, then you can just look at me in my trusty old co-op CBA. That's a great place here in Northeast Nebraska that supports farmers around the area. My husband is a part of that. And so it's really cool. So I'm proud to wear that. Hey, do you have any merchandise? Like, have you made a sweatshirt or a t-shirt for yourself? Put your links in the description and tell us where you got it, because I'm always keen for getting something new. But circle back. Google Sites. Why would you want to use it? Everybody's like, Google Sites, isn't that kind of clunky, or is that professional enough? Okay, my question to you is, what would you do to make it look professional? I used that picture that's right up there, that picture. That's what is on my border. We paid to have the rights to that picture, so I use that picture. And then my little logo picture, the picture that I have in there, I literally took a selfie on my computer and I put it into Canva and I made the design with the colors that just happened to be like my business colors, because I wanted them to be kid-friendly business colors. So I use them for both sides of my business, for tutoring and then also for my coaching. And so, you can make it. There's tools out there that will help you make it. I mean, I could have totally done those designs in Google Slides too. Google Slides are great, but I think Canva offers a little bit more as far as like colors and designs. But that's, those are some of the tools that I use to develop just that little picture that you saw. But if you've got content that's out there, that's like on YouTube, or maybe you want to take a link from, maybe you've got a video in StreamYard, or maybe you've got a video or a presentation that you want to link on your website from Canva, you can totally do that. I think people are afraid to take the leap to actually do it. Let me give you 2 examples of people that are not tutors that I've recently talked to that I'm like, you got to have a website. And so I guess that comes to the question of, why do I need a website? Well, don't you want people to know you, like you, and trust you? I mean, just by putting in the effort to build out a website, you're showing people that you are somebody who takes your business serious. Okay. A lot of times I'm looking for, like, I'll see a restaurant and I might be able to find their Google business page, but I want more. I want more of their story. I want to hear it. I want to be like a follower or whatever. Maybe they've got an Instagram profile. Maybe they've got a Facebook profile. Those things are all great, but I just think that having a website elevates you to the point of like, these people are serious about their business. And then you can personalize it. You can tell your story. You can add links. You can even sell directly off of your website if you set things up. I'm having another upcoming training outside of the Google Sites training that I'm going to be hosting in February coming up. And I don't actually have the month that I'm going to do it, but I'll put some more information out about using kit.com. It used to be ConvertKit. And I just had my sister on the phone. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the two businesses. I'll circle around, but I just had my sister on the phone this morning and I was telling her about my landing page and how powerful that landing page was, because I could put a video in there telling what the course was all about and then sign up. And then when you sign up, you get this document that says, here's the steps. You pay if you're not a member. And if you are a member, you get to come for free. And by member, I mean Tech Hub for Tutors members, because this is part of the monthly trainings that I'm doing for them throughout the year. And then they get lifetime access to all of this. And the people who are just coming for the training get 30 days access to the video and then lifetime access to the instructional slides that I created. And, by having that landing page and kit, I'm sharing that out on my social media to share that there's this learning opportunity. Look how much free information you're getting here. This is incredible. So if you want to like really grow your business, you want to have like that landing page where people are going to find you. And right now I actually am using Tutorbird's website, but maybe someday I'll only want to do the coaching and I won't need the Tutorbird website. So then I will already, like I said, have something out there that I'm kind of updating, and it's on the web, but it's not really on the web because I'm just sharing the link with people that I want to see it. Like in this training, I'll share that link with you. You guys will have access to it. You'll be able to see it. You won't be able to edit it. You'll be able to see it. Then I want to go back to these two business owners. They're people I know, I like, I trust. I support their businesses. One is a little business in the town that I go into coffee for. And I actually go there about 3 days out of the week. And I'm like, you got to have a website. She's like, I'm so busy. I just can't do it. I can't, because she's a full-time nurse and I totally understand that. But I'm like, but this is where you put your story. Putting that little blip on Facebook, that's great, but we still don't know your story. You really don't have to do much with your website. I mean, it's always great to go in there about once a month and just check it. Having somebody else do your website is great, but on a Google site, you need to have access to somebody's Gmail account to get into it. And I don't know if you want that. I don't know how much you want people in your private business. Now, if you have your Gmail account set up just as your business account, I suppose you could do that. But I'm just going to say maybe do it yourself. That way you can go in, you can make the changes anytime you want. It's so easy to use. And then people aren't in your private business. You get, an email from your doctor or an email from, a relative with news about something that happened in your family. Do you really want them to have access to that? I don't know. So I'm just saying maybe just do it yourself. Okay. So that's one of the businesses, a little coffee shop owner. The other person that I'm talking about makes these really cool wooden bowls. Oh, they are so cool. And he doesn't have a business page and he doesn't have any social media. He's just selling just by word of mouth. And his bowls are so cool. I don't even know if I had one on my shelf over here. Nope, I don't have it. Otherwise I would go grab it, but I don't have it. But he makes these bowls out of wood that had like a fallen tree. Then he takes it home and he repurposes it. And they're just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm like, you could totally be selling these to people outside of like the 30-mile radius that you have access to, or the 60-mile radius. And he's like, yeah, I need to talk to you about how to do that. Okay, I'm going to tell you right here how to do that. Okay, first and foremost, go to your Gmail account, click on the waffle, which are the 9 little squares up in the corner next to your little picture. Click there and go to there's a little icon that will say business. Click on that. Set up a business profile. I will link the video to that in the description. Then you can start adding and putting all that information out there right along with opening up a Google site. And you could literally just open up your Google site, put your banner on there, tell your story, and say more coming soon. Boom, publish, and get that out there so that people know you. And then you start posting on both your business profile and on your website. And then the SEO starts working through Google. And then pretty soon you get this whole list of places that people can find you on the internet. So if you typed in Tutoring with Sheryl, you're going to get all the stuff that I have been working on, posting and sharing, and that's all going to show up because I made that business profile. So I think that's also something that you need to do. Don't discount the power of that because, it's a free tool. So you might as well use it. Now, this training that I'm putting out there is free to the members in the Tech Hub for Tutors, but I want to invite you February 6th, 7 p.m. Central Time to come to the Google Sites training where I will physically be showing on my screen the steps to doing this. I'll go through everything, explain how to do it. I've got stills, just snapshots to kind of show you. And then we're going to hop into the website that I built that I will share the link to the people who come to the training, and you'll get to kind of see what that looks like. I'll show you how to put backlinks in, and I'll show you how to put payment links in, and I'll show you how to put videos in and how to upload documents and the whole 9 yards. And so, consider this an invitation. $30, my husband and I can go out to eat, and we can barely get a to-go order for, I would say $25. So consider that a meal out with your spouse with a tip. And you're doing yourself a favor by getting the training. So all the information is going to be in the description. I want to thank everybody that's been a part of this journey with me. 2 years ago, I'm on my 3rd year of tutoring, but 2 years ago, I'm thinking back to where I was then and then where I am now, and the growth that I've had as far as understanding how to put all these things together is just tremendous. And it's really just been learn trial by fire. And if you want to fast track it, then you find somebody, get some training. I've paid people to teach me things. I've paid people to teach me, Kit. I've paid people to teach me how to do newsletters, how to create a really great flyer. I've paid people to train me on Instagram, and I haven't taken any training on YouTube, but I read a great book, and I really wish I could remember the title, but that was so worth it. And so, just take the time to invest in yourself, to grow your business, and to not give up. I think sometimes as small business owners, we think, we're just a one-man show. We can't really do it. Do I really need to hire a virtual assistant or an assistant to help me do this? And I'm going to say, no, you just need to put the time in. And if you're feeling really overwhelmed, then I'm just going to say, create a calendar. On Mondays, I'm going to spend a half hour learning this. And then you just half hour. You might exercise for a half hour. Consider this exercise for your brain, and join me for my about an hour training. And if you can't come to the live training and you pay for it, don't worry. I'm still going to record it. I'm going to share it with you. So look down below for all of those descriptions, and make sure that you like and subscribe and share this information with others. I want others to learn and to feel supported. And again, if you become a member for the Tech Hub for Tutors, you get to come to these kinds of trainings all the time for free. You guys make it a great day and keep the learning going.